Welcome to Jurassic Reviews. On this episode, we'll be taking a look at another Mattel Hammond collection figure, this time the Irritator. Before we begin, here's a look at the box it comes in. Here's the front of the box. This is the only one from this wave that doesn't have the 30th anniversary logo. And here's the side and back. Unlike the boxes of the other Hammond collection figures, this one doesn't include a picture from the film or logo from the movie it's in. And well, that's because it's not in any of them. This is an interesting release, as there's still a ton of movie dinosaurs that have not made it to this line yet. So it's surprising to see something like this already. It stands about 5 inches tall, and is 11 inches long from head to tail. This is another solid sculpt by Mattel, and probably the best Spinosaurid figure released so far. This particular dinosaur has seen releases in Mattel's main lines. In fact, I think there's another new sculpt coming out soon, or it was just released. This one, however, is by far the best. It's fittingly really aquatic looking, especially when looking at the tail. It also has a small sail along its back. It looks pretty cool. Details are good, with the scales and folds in the skin being well done. The scales are quite different depending on the area of the figure. They're small on the tail and neck, and larger around the torso. Its crocodile head looks awesome. In fact, I like this more than the Hammond Collection Baryonyx head sculpt. Baryonyx is my favorite dinosaur, but I never really liked the Jurassic World design. This head sculpt is a little bit smaller looking, but features a neat head crest that makes it stick out a bit more. Now let's look at the paint. I think this one has the best paint job of the new Hammond collection wave. Most of this figure is painted a dark gray, with yellow stripes starting at its tail and going up to the back of the neck. The belly and underneath the neck and part of the jaw is painted a lighter gray. The fingernails and toenails are painted a dark brown. The yellow stripes provide a nice contrast to the darker gray body. The use of contrast continues under the head, where black paint appears around the eyes and to the snout, as well as the majority of the lower jaw. In earlier pictures of this figure, I wasn't sure how I felt about this black paint, but now that I have it in person, I think it works. The head crest is painted orange and the eyes a lighter orange with black pupils. The mouth features white teeth and a pink tongue and gums. Moving on to the articulation, it's similar to the other Hammond collection figures in this scale. Its tail can move and has a bendy wire. The legs have 4 points of articulation, and I would also like to point out that the feet are quite small on this figure, a nice change from many other Mattel releases. The arms have 2 points, and unfortunately there is no joint at the wrists. The neck also has 2 points of articulation, and on the head the jaws can open and close. Before I give my rating for this figure, here's a comparison with others. Here it is with a Kenner 4-inch human and Mattel 3 3/4 scale human. Here it is with the Velociraptor. Here it is with the Baryonyx. And finally, here it is with the Tyrannosaurus Rex. For a rating out of 10, I give this one a 9. It has a really great sculpt, among the best in the line. It also has a pretty standout paint job, especially with the black paint on the head. It's not a dinosaur featured in the movie at all, not even by name. But I'm glad they're branching out to things outside of the films anyway. I've really only been picking up Hammond collection stuff lately, so the more dinosaurs in it, the better. This is a solid figure to an already great lineup. I highly recommend it. And that does it for the Mattel Jurassic World Hammond Collection Irritator. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you next time.